Welcome, my name is Mwamba Kubwa. Allow me to take you on a journey through the rich and storied history of Neo-Babel. In this great city, the echoes of humanity's hubris still ring, and the consequences of mankind's pursuit of technology are on full display. Today, we shall explore the fascinating tale of how this great city came to be, a story that is both epic and terrifying, filled with triumphs and struggles, and wrought with conflict and betrayal. Long ago, in the late 21st century, the world was faced with a great crisis. Climate change, resource depletion, and overpopulation had pushed humanity to the brink of collapse. In response, a group of scientists and engineers banded together to form the Genesis Project, a plan to create a self-sustaining, technologically advanced city that could serve as a model for the rest of the world. The founders of Neo-Babel were acutely aware of the challenges they faced. They knew that they had to create a city that was not only self-sustaining, but also capable of thriving in a world where resources were scarce and the climate was unpredictable. And they knew that they had to create a city that was fair, just, and equitable, a city that could serve as a beacon of hope for all of humanity. Among the leaders of the Genesis Project were three remarkable individuals. Dr. Sophia Lee was a brilliant geneticist who oversaw the creation of the city's self-sustaining ecosystem. Her work was critical to the success of the project, as she developed new methods of growing crops and recycling waste that allowed the city to function without relying on outside resources. Dr. Alexei Sokolov was a renowned architect who designed the city's towering spires and advanced infrastructure. His designs were not only aesthetically stunning, but also highly functional, as they allowed the city to withstand the harsh desert environment and the challenges of climate change. And there was Dr. Thomas Whitaker, a charismatic visionary who united the people and oversaw the city's growth. He was a natural leader, able to inspire and motivate others to work towards a common goal. Under his leadership, the city grew rapidly, attracting people from all over the world who were eager to be a part of this grand experiment. Despite their best efforts, the founders of Neo-Babel faced many challenges in their mission to create a utopian city. There were conflicts over resources and power, as different groups vied for control of the city's assets. There were environmental disasters that threatened the city's ecosystem, such as sandstorms and droughts that could wipe out entire crops. And there was the constant threat of sabotage and espionage from external groups who saw the city as a threat to their own interests. One such group was the shadowy organization known as the Builders of Babel. These were the remnants of an ancient cabal that had existed for centuries, working in secret to maintain their power and influence over the world. They saw the Genesis Project as a direct challenge to their authority, and they vowed to do whatever it took to bring the city down. Their agents infiltrated the city, working from the inside to sow discord and dissent. They created false narratives, spread rumors and lies, and manipulated events to turn people against each other. They also carried out acts of sabotage and terrorism, using their advanced technology to create disasters that threatened the very foundations of the city. Amidst all this chaos, the people of Neo-Babel struggled to survive. They banded together in small communities, looking out for each other and trying to eke out a living in a world that was constantly changing. They faced famine, disease, and other hardships, and they knew that the future of the city was uncertain. Yet despite these challenges, the founders of Neo-Babel persevered, driven by their belief in a better future. They were inspired by the knowledge that they were creating something truly unique and revolutionary, something that could change the course of human history. And they knew that they had to work together, to put aside their differences and work towards a common goal if they were to succeed. And so they did. They forged alliances, developed new technologies, and created a culture of innovation and collaboration. They also built defenses against their enemies, using advanced security systems and counterintelligence measures to detect and neutralize threats. As the years went by, Neo-Babel grew stronger, and the Builders of Babel grew weaker. The city became a beacon of hope for all of humanity, a shining example of what was possible when people worked together for a common goal. But the Builders of Babel never gave up. They continued to work in secret, manipulating events and pulling strings behind the scenes. And now, as the city faces new challenges and threats, it is up to the people of Neo-Babel to stand together once again, to defend what they have created and to ensure that their vision for a better future lives on. And so, my friends, we end this chapter on the founding of Neo-Babel. But the story of this great city is far from over. There are more struggles to come, more challenges to face, and more lessons to be learned. Join me in our next adventure as we continue to explore the rich and dynamic history of this great city.